I can't really go to 5. Also, this hand is really bad. So... yeah, GG's, troop. GG's. Yeah, the inconsistency issues are real. Even in like straight blue-black, you have inconsistency issues, right? Like sometimes you're just going to draw a bunch of bounce effects and no ones. I feel like I see that happen to the blue-black bounce list like all the time when I'm playing against it. Oh, is there a streamer event? I always forget about the streamer events for the new sets because I don't stream on Wednesdays. Makes it very easy to forget about them. Order's Edict. Oh my god, you're kidding me. Oh my god. Oh, in it for the PT testing. Right, that makes sense. It even shows the right mode, indeed. Good luck on the stream. Thank you. Wow, this opponent's deck is such a throwback. Also, I can't possibly ever win. I'm just like the deadest. Maybe if I... oh no, there's not even any creatures to Cadaver back. Yeah. Annex is felt pretty good again. That's kind of wild to me. I can't imagine why Annex would suddenly be good. But... well, Weta Run's kind of a good draw. This game still doesn't feel super winnable, but if I draw like a town ain't big enough, and they just cast a stupid demon, then maybe. Oh my god. Shoutouts to Unholy Annex. Gotta be one of my favorite win cons. I love winning the game when my opponent casts Unholy Annex. You stand corrected. Yeah, the timing on your low-key Annex is about pretty good. Again, was like kind of impeccable. I think it's fair to say. Destroy Evils seem like good cards. Crypt's probably pretty good. Kaito against the Archfiend deck. No More Lies. Yeah, it's kind of tricky because I feel like No More Lies is clearly great against their deck, but also I don't know how I ever bought out enough cards to fit it in. Maybe I can just have 3 Kaitos on the draw instead of 4. Maybe I trim some Nowhere to runs. It's kind of nice to help against Slasher though. Yeah, I think No More Lies is just for Sunfall. I agree. I think it's for like specifically the card Sunfall. I know Kaito is good in this matchup. I'm going to trim 1 on the draw. We'll probably have all 4 on the play. Oh, did I start up untapped today? I don't know if I did. I might have messed up. Mulligan. Weird. Deep, I suppose. And does not really do very much. But Hi, Rin. I'm doing great. Yeah. I'm doing very well. Had a nice chill morning. Got a bunch of tasks done in like midday. And then hung out on a call with my partner for a couple hours. Did some magic testing. It's all been very good. Alright, really telegraphed interaction here, but I'm just going to hold open this Destroy Evil. And hope they cast Unholy Annex. A classic. You love to see it. Really do. Let's go. Get back a Destroy Evil next turn, I guess. Kind of slow, but it's an option. Unstoppable, they say. Interesting. How crazy is it just to get back Destroy Evil here? I take like a lot of damage in the process. Not ideal. It is kind of crazy how hard Unstoppable Slasher has fallen off. That card's kind of like bananas. I say as I die to it. I am like a big believer in Unstoppable Slasher. I'm also very dead. Let me see what I would do for this nowhere to run. Done here, right? Guess I can technically survive, but it's not really surviving. Alright, on the play. I don't think I played a single deck in Standard that has the games decided like even half as quick as these games are decided every single round. It's genuinely crazy to me. Every game is functionally over by turn 5 at the latest. It's actually bananas. I just don't know how I fit this fourth Kaito in is the problem. It's so good though, I don't know. Hey Nor, it's going great. Having a good day. Having a good one. Hope you're well yourself, no? Well, this is certainly a keep. It's not like terribly good. In that it can easily go badly, but Sacred Cat and how cantrips. Oh my god, VV. The dream. Oh, Hopeless Nightmare off the top. Secretly, probably our actual best draw as far as non-lands go. Because now our Fear of Isolations have text. That was like pretty amazing for us. Incoming Bailoff, yeah, that would have been annoying. What deck do I recommend playing for a standard RCQ? I believe that... What am I doing here? Do I want to just like get back the Scavenger and replay it? Maybe. Also just do this because it's really nice to bounce. I'm gonna get one of these down before I do anything else. What deck do I recommend playing for a standard RCQ? I think the best deck is like probably Gruul, personally, but there's a lot of good choices. Gruul is great. Demolition Field's gonna ruin us. Esper Pixie is great if you're lucky. What other decks do I respect that aren't Orzhov? I'd probably say Esper and Gruul are like the two decks I respect the most, but like there's a lot of solid like tier 2 decks you can play as well. You're not limited just to those choices by any means. Pixie is great for having long breaks, so true. The games just like last no time at all. So crazy. Neither of these are lands. Okay. Yeah, I've heard Golgari is actually good. If you can like avoid the Sunfall decks. You're probably pretty sad to face like any of the white decks, but otherwise you're like really happy to be playing Golgari, I imagine. Oh, I do want a lander up. I guess I'll keep this Darkslick Shores. Like Cadaver or Hopeless? Alright, legitimately, I don't really want a Hopeless Nightmare yet, because I'm worried that Baloth is now the literal only way I lose this game. So, you know. I have 3 fears to bounce the Cadaver. We don't need the Pixie. I'm just going to get the Scavenger because it develops a board faster, I guess. That's an Aklazot's. Acceptable. Whenever an opponent discards a land card, cool. So we get to go Hopeless Nightmare you. Bounce this and Aklazot's, Hopeless Nightmare you again. Living our best life here. To be fair to Aklazot's, that card has been unplayable for like a number of months. Hey Jamura, good to see you. Town ain't big enough's too good to get rid of, even if it's not land. Ever since Flood Pits. Arguably since before Flood Pits, but certainly since Flood Pits. When was Kaito printed? Oh, Kaito was Duskmourn as well. Yeah, it might just be since Duskmourn that Aklazot's has been unplayable. Alright, this sounds a banger. 4 Frillback main, oh my god, what a wild. Chat, Stormchasers or Hopeless? I think it's probably Hopeless, but maybe it's Stormchasers. I guess it's Stormchasers because then I get an Otter I can attack with next turn. Right, I understand now. And then I trigger it with the Nightmare, and then can bounce it. 1 cut down, 1 disfigure, 1 stab. Perfect deck building. God, 4 main deck Frillback is so wild. You open your second Togekiss? Hell yeah. Alright, let's do Nightmare, trigger this Otter. And we get in with the Otter. Then we Pixie post-combat. This is very acceptable, opponent. Get back Nightmare or Talent? The Nightmare is pretty good. Oh, Bloodghast Roots. There's something else that's really nice in Roots that was spoiled, right? I can't remember what it is. I remember there being like multiple interesting things for Roots. Let's run this. Get in for free. Play another Pixie, because why not? Hopeless or Stormchasers this time? I kind of just want to keep grabbing this Hopeless, but I don't know. Can't be that bad, right? They're on 13. Slowly, like, bleeding them out with the 2 damages. Oh, that sounds nice, Gwen. Yeah. Ooh, I could bounce the Pixie. So rebuy the ETB. Pretty sick. What am I doing with this Kaito? I could Surveil. Plussing is like kind of sick though. They are dying. I think I'm gonna Surveil. And plus next turn. Nowhere to run Stormchasers. Like this, I guess? Removal spell seems perfectly fine. Yet another game that was functionally over before turn 5, and we just have like 2 more turns of busy work to follow. Alright, we don't have pest controls in our sideboard, which is going to make this interesting. Defiled Crypt, probably good. Loran, maybe fine. Break the Spell is certainly good. They got this Tithing Blade. Classic Pixie games. It's the only way it can go. Yeah, I could bring in Loran. Apparently some people do bring in Loran. I worry that free mana to blow up an enchantment is like a lot. I guess whenever you blow up a Fear of Isolation, you feel pretty good. No, it just seems kind of inefficient to me. Try this. I mean, there's certainly a keep. Classic Pixie mana issues, though. Opponent with the turn 1 Pixie, okay. We find our white source. Let's see. I guess I have to just answer this because of Kaito existing. I mean, it seems unexciting, but the reality is the Sphere of Isolation didn't actually get them any value, right? So it's just a 1-for-1. It doesn't really matter. Oh, Molt Tender? I forgot about that. Deathrite Shaman. Deathrite Shaman spotted? I guess I just cast my things. I always wonder how they decide nowadays which things can target anything and which things can only target the side they're meant to. Because they word things in such an kind way nowadays that I'm always really surprised when like an Optimistic Scavenger lets me target my opponent's stuff or whatever, you know? Don't I just get to... Do I just bounce the Kaito here? Seems pretty good. Oh, I can just kill with the Anchorage. Yeah, just Anchorage go. Yeah. I agree. I forgot that they like used up loyalty. I guess they were hoping I wouldn't have the land. I will say, whilst I'm enjoying playing this deck on stream, I don't think I would have the stomach for it in a tournament. It feels like every game just depends on how good your opening hand is. And like, most of my decisions don't feel like they actually matter very much. The slot machine deck. I'm telling you. Is this a keep? If I draw a second land, this is actually like pretty reasonable, right? I guess it's not. Well, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I just get rid of like a blue card and then draw a land and this hand's good. Yeah, it's a mole, but it's close. It's kind of how I feel, I think, but... Team slot machine and keep. Indeed, indeed. We're gonna draw a 1 on turn 1, right? And then this hand's gonna be good. That's the plan. With the Sky Noodle Companion. Yeah, playing it with Yorion seems pretty nice. And like a functional mana base as well. Yorion and functional mana base is pretty powerful. How do we feel about turn 1 Cadaver Lab? Other than horrendous. Other than horrendous, how do we feel? Functional mana base is such a stretch. Yeah. Yorion, my beloved. I adore Yorion. I miss everything to do with Yorion. What a card. This does mean they know we have the Cadaver Lab. This is the slightly awkward detail. So they're going to play around it. Yeah, I always find that a bit weird, no? I can understand not wanting to have a ban list that's like, yeah, you can't play this as a companion, but you can still play it. But also those cards are really cool. So, I guess I'm just playing a 2/3 flyer and feeling really sad about it. My opponent did that too. The highs and lows of Esper Pixie. Sometimes your 2/3 flyer draws you a Lava Spike and a Raven's Crime and a +1 counter. And sometimes your 2/3 flyer Stone Rains you. This is like truly heinous gameplay, by the way. Sometimes it untaps one land. That's fair, that's fair. Yeah, it was Lotus Petal. Yeah. This game it was Lotus Petal. Sometimes it's Stone Rain. I've seen people like cast it on turn 2 and bounce their land because they need a 2/3 flyer. But oh my god. Oh, we're so dead. We are so very dead. Impressively heinous. I don't disagree. God, I almost want a 2/3 to die though. That was really bad, right? Because I actively wanted a 2/3 to die. I don't know why I did that, chat. I can't tell you, honestly. Oh, anyway, we're here. We are here. Filigree Silex, incredible. I don't have pest control now. I'm not convinced I'm a pest control believer, but maybe I should be. Like, pest control killing all your own stuff makes it feel like you have to do lots of awkward dancing. Make it actually a good card. Yeah, Convoke gets some real nice upgrades, right? Convoke is looking spicy. I thought there was another card. I feel like I've seen 2 Convoke cards. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but that was the impression I had. Yeah, I can't remember what the Convoke cards are, but I feel like I've seen 2 different things. Yeah, there's a Verge, and there's also the 1-drop. I feel like there was something else. Maybe I'm just being crazy. I don't remember the new cards that well until I'm actually playing with them. This was such a heinous game of Magic the Gathering. Neither of our decks were like remotely functioning. Oh, Pixie. Pixie, Pixie, Pixie. 40% of the time you're playing the best deck in the format. 40% of the time your deck's stone unplayable. And then the like other 20% of the time you desperately try and scrap something together. Oh, the 1-drop vehicle, that might be what I'm thinking about. I don't know. Alright, this hand is a banger. This is what Pixie hands are meant to be, let me tell you. Yeah, this hand's incredible. It's what Magic hands are made of. Okay, let's bounce the talent and then play a talent. We're on 1 blue spell per turn. Yeah, apparently pest controls are like $40 each. It's crazy. If I Lotus Petal. I don't think I'm planning on Lotus Petaling. Considering that bouncing a talent like Glorious Anthem's my team. Oh my god. I'm gonna have free freeze on defense? That's unfair. What do I even discard? All these, maybe I am Lotus Petaling? I don't know. I need 2 spells to punch past Scavenger. It's really awkward. You discard land. Discarding land is so miserable though. Yeah, plan to not petal and push through 6 damage. I think I agree. Yeah, maybe I meant to go to break the spell. I just figured it helps us like punch through, but oh my god. Okay. I should probably play the Nightmare first to give them less info. Incoming Bailoff. Cool. You take 8. We are in fact racing. That's true. Okay. Interesting. Bouncing Nightmare instead of Talent. Curious. I feel like I have to discard Fear of Isolation. Because the break the spell helps me prowess through, but maybe that's wrong. I don't want to do this. If I hit another spell, they just like mega die. I should petal first, probably. Oh, I'd really like to be able to attack them more. I feel like attacking them is like really important. Yeah, we get to scry too. I guess it happens at the wrong point. Alright. Hopeless Nightmare's probably actually fine here, right? Esper talent show. It only has one talent. It's only a talent show if you have multiple talents. Hey, Sev. Alright, opponent has realized that maybe not attacking is reasonable. Cast Stormchaser's talent. Yeah, we have been facing a lot of mirror matches. I have to say, the mirror matches do not inspire a great amount of joy in the deck for me, but do they have a nowhere to run? What happens if they do? They can kill a thing, pump a thing, eat a 2/3, eat a 3/3, chump a 3/3, and take 2 damage, and we lose our entire board. That seems really bad. Can we beat nowhere to run like long term? Problem is, all my otters become 1/1s after this turn, and probably aren't growing again for a while. Chat, I kind of want to not attack. Is that completely like unhinged? Free should attack at least. Yeah, I think it's mostly unhinged. Maybe just attacking with the free freeze is like valid. If they don't have nowhere to run, this is still a really good attack for us. And if they do have nowhere to run, we don't just like throw away multiple flyers for no good reason. Or throw away a flyer for no good reason. Like, the only thing that deals with our board here is pest control in the world where they didn't have nowhere to run. And pest control leaves Fear of Isolation in play. It doesn't? Why doesn't it? Isn't Fear of Isolation a 2/3? The Mirror or Esper bounce better? I mean, Esper has definitely been putting up better results. I don't know which is better, but... Oh yeah, it doesn't deal with your board. Yeah. That's what I meant. Thank you, Noah. I don't know. It's a trade-off, right? Esper is like more explosive and powerful, but Dimir has a functional mana base. Yeah, Esper can spike a tournament harder, but bigger fail rate. Esper can spike harder, but is also a slot machine deck. Whereas Dimir is but worse at spiking tournaments, but is like a functional Magic deck. It's not a very good 7, I think. It has good mana is the problem. Every hand of good mana, I'm like, do I have to mulligan this? But I think on the draw, this hand is just gonna die. Okay, this is better. This? Alright, how do we feel about super aggro blow up your Stormchaser's talent? And hope that that makes their bounce effects non-functional. The upshot playing Esper is whenever your opener sucks, you can say, guess I'm just paying the Esper tax this game, and waive responsibility for the loss. Perfect. A+, 10 out of 10, no notes. Wow! Look at that break the spell! That's the best break the spell I've ever seen in my life. Nice Nurturing Pixie, opponent. Nice Nurturing Pixie. Rewarded. Yeah, could not have been more rewarded if we tried. Honestly. You've never seen that card before, therefore it's the best one you've seen in your life. Yeah. It was like a marginal playable in Limited. Kind of. I honestly forgot the card existed until today when I was putting this deck together, but pretty nice one. Alright. Wow. If we hadn't broken the spell and that Stormchaser's talent, I would just not remotely be in this game. And instead, I'm only, like, mostly dead. You know. Oh, Esper, 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 Esper. How I love thee. And your Concealed Courtyards. Wow. I was legitimately very unsure on if casting the Break the Spell turn one was worth it, but here we are, I guess. We out here. Oh, I can get it back and kill some Fear of Isolations. Oh my god. Let's go. I get to trade with Pixie and get it back with Cadaver Lab. Where are we going? To Value Town. Uh-oh. To Dying to Kaito Town is also a valid option. I mean, if they just play out a Fear of Isolation, we get to kill Kaito, right? Yeah, I simply just kill the Kaito. That seems pretty good. Alright. Results. I get to cast 10 billion spells. Break the spell. Stormchaser's talent. Yeah, I only need to send one Otter at Kaito. It's very silly. Talon or Lab? Bouncing Lab's real nice with this Pixie. Might be a bonkers sideboard card in Alchemy. Yeah, your opponent puts a token enchantment in play. You get the 1 mana 2-for-1. The dream. Alright. Easy win. Thanks to the unbridled power of Break the Spell. I don't know if I used that word correctly. I'm just going to say I did. I love reading alchemy cards. Reading alchemy cards is such an adventure. I don't really want to go to 6. Also, this hand's not very good. Fine, we're going to draw Fear of Isolation next time. When Dedicated Dollmaker enters, exile up to 1 other target, non-land, non-token, I should have believed more, permanent. Its controller creates a token that's a copy of it, except it's not legendary. That's very funny with Free Blind Mice, yeah. It's kind of unpleasant with Free Blind Mice. I should have just believed more in drawing a white source. We would have a Kaito in play, maybe. Anyway. Uh-oh. Opponent's playing our deck, but less Slot Machine. I guess I just plus. It resolves. Goes infinite with Caretakers? I guess it does. Alright. Time to get swinging. Get surveilling. Oh, get towning big and oh my god. See. Apparently I was meant to activate my Kaito already. Oh, if I bounce this, it gets hexproof, right? That's so stupid. Lol Lamau. A common town ain't big enough W. Oh, if we Hopeless Nightmare, we still get to Surveil. Yeah, this Trump block is like kind of wild. I agree. Yeah, give it. Give me that town ain't big enough. Am I playing this land? It exposes this town ain't big enough to a Hopeless Nightmare, so it might actually be bad, but we also literally have Hopeless Anchorage in play and Stormchaser's talent, so I guess I am. Oh my gosh, no. Amazing, what's the band? Don't tell me the band name. Don't tell me the band name. I can do this. I know more of the lyrics from the song. I know more of the lyrics from the song is the maddening thing. I just can't remember the band name. I'm going crazy. Like, that's the same song with the lyrics, don't care about the old boyfriend, gonna find myself a new boyfriend and move on to the next one. I can't remember the name of the freaking band. This is actually maddening. Anyway. Here we are, I guess. Attack my 1/1? Seems pretty good. Is it Iron Maiden? It's definitely not. Alright, USI, talent big enough, 2 entire permanents to win this battle. Only leaves the Backstreet Boys. I'm actually going crazy. No, what's the name of the band? Opponents has been 5-for-1. Yeah, they're kind of getting 5-for-1 every turn of this entire game. It's very delightful. Apes of the State, thank you. Oh my god, how could I not remember that? This is the, you know, like, that whole, like, notion of, you know, people being like, what are your favorite, what music are you into? And your mind goes blank, and you just completely forget. You feel like you've never listened to a song in your entire life. The problem is, I have that feeling even without that, like, pseudo pressure. I'm just like, I don't know. I can't remember the names of anything. Just Kaito M1. Yeah, I should have. You're right. You're correct, Noah. I should have done that. That was really bad not to. Anyway, we're here now. How do I feel about Kaito Plus? Yeah. Probably, like, pretty impossible to place a veil. Yeah, Town Ain't Big Enough is a completely bananas card. Like, I don't know if I would call Pixie the best deck in Standard. I have no idea. I would be very tempted to call Town Ain't Big Enough the best card in Standard, though. That card's powerful enough to, like, almost make Otters vaguely playable for a month at the start of the format. I shouldn't have given you that ammunition. Indeed. Like, imagine a card being so good that it almost made Otters a playable deck. Downsize time. In your mind, you're picturing an Otter standing in front of one of those big flipboards, presenting a graph to the shareholders with the axes town size and time. And it's saying, as you can clearly see, the town is not only not big enough presently, but will continue to not be big enough for the next 2 years. Phenomenal. A+, 10 out of 10. Run that headline. The people need to know. I think I'm gonna play this out, but maybe they play some derpy free drop I want to bounce. Okay. Untapped land or tapped land? The eternal question. I guess untapped land. And then we get to cast Mind Rot. Am I casting Mind Rot? I could also just cast Kaito next turn. Them drawing a land makes my mind rot slightly less exciting. Wait, did they just not play that land out? Excuse me? Yeah, you prefer Kaito, but you still want the Tatabi Nightmares. I think that's where I'm at too, yeah. Oh, they're playing their own Kaito? Mayhaps. I don't know, Sophia. But the one thing I constantly wonder every day I play Standard is to like what extent Town Ain't Big Enough was on Play Design's radar. Be clear, I'm not like, that's not me complaining or whatever. I don't care. I think it's a cool card. I'm happy with it being in Standard. But I'm really curious if they knew it was going to be constructed playable or not, or if they thought it was. Because I don't think it like reads like an incredible card, right? It plays like way better than it reads. If I play this, it could just get Restless Reefed. Maybe that's fine though. If they're gonna Restless Reef, would I rather 0 or plus? 0 could find me something nice to do in the aftermath. But plus is so much better if I don't get reefed. I think I'm gonna 0. Yeah, both these cards stink. Annoyingly, if we had an untapped land there, we could have drawn a card off Hopeless Nightmare, but yeah, it reads like a limited only card. It really does. And yet it like so impressive. Oh my gosh, no. Hell. Nightmare. Okay. Here come the critters. Fear of Isolation is like actually not a terrible draw. I guess I start by attacking. Am I plussing? If I'm plussing, I should plus first. But I might be attacking, zeroing, and fearing the Kaito back to hand. I guess the other option is I could town to save the Kaito. It's pretty nice. It's very possible that untapped mana could help me this turn, but I think I'm just getting rid of anything that's in the land. I'm feeling pretty happy about that. Okay, so I could fear this back to hand. You want them to discard their entire hand? That sounds pretty good. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. And we still get a 2/3 to block with as well. It's pretty nice. They'd have to like throw away a 2/2. Yeah, this is good. Also, yes, we put a... Oh, we did not put a Fear of Isolation in the bin anyway. Yeah, this is pretty good. Get rid of their cards. Have like a million resources in hand. Yeah, get to eat their Siren if they want to kill Kaito. It reads like Run Away Together for non-lands, except it actually has 4 extra layers on top. I know, right? My favorite is when you like just bounce 2 blockers and kill them. Just the fair mode 5 mana Tatabi. The dream. Like you know. Town Gossip Monger. Yeah, we could be talking about Town Gossip Monger. Former constructed staple. Tataba. Oh, I kind of like that. Tataba? That's a nice spin on it. I just go 3-2 plus Nightmare. Is anyone ready to lose to Obstinate Bailoff? Okay. 5 mana Prowess trigger, also pretty dreamy. Alright, apparently Adele's green blacklist had 2 Obstinate Bailoff sideboard. Terrifying. I mean, it's kind of tempting, Gwen. Just like queue up with a 4 Bailoff, 4 Wiltleaf Liege main deck. Live our best lives. Oh my god. I no longer appear to have cards anymore. It's quite inconvenient. How do I like Hexmage? Sounds like fine. I'm not like the biggest fan. I assume it's just there to help with consistency. Which like ultimately is what these decks struggle with, right? Oh, hey Sony. Hi Visions. What matchups do you board in Temporary Lockdown? I assume it's good against Gruul. You get to answer all their stuff. If they kill it, you rebuy your ETB triggers. And you can also go like answer your stuff, pick it up in the mid game with Pixie, get a Hopeless Nightmare trigger, replay it, answer their board again. It's like really sweet, I think. Temporary Lockdown seems real good to me, personally. Hey Luke. Oh, I played main deck Lockstone Smiters once upon a time. That was my first ever modern deck. Admittedly, I didn't actually own it. I was just like jamming games with it with a friend. But I do remember playing Wiltleaf Liege and Lockstone Smiter in modern. A long time ago. Alright. God, if we had anything to return with these talents. Anyway. We're holding back the Pixie because it's on block and duty. But we can get in with these 2/2s. Oh yeah, there's an outright lockdown build that we played on stream before. It was really spicy. Oh wow, that's amazing, Momo. Well done on reaching Mythic. Hell yeah. Love to hear it. Oh my god, if we drew Town Ain't Big Enough off the top, this game would just be like so done. Anyway. Instead it continues, I guess, for a little bit longer. We're on an Annex build, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, I'm glad my streams helped you reach Mythic. It makes me very happy to hear. I guess I get in with these 2/2s. We lose 1, but opponent goes to less life than they're currently on. Yeah, probably. Oh, what deck did you reach Mythic with, Momo? I'm really curious. I have to block the 6/6. Probably. Very possible this game goes on like 2 more turns. In which case I definitely want to have blocked so I don't die to the Annex bleed. So this does make it less likely I kill them, but they're about to gain like 5 life between Annex and food. Alright, not the strongest draw. But we had some like real good draws available to us there. Unfortunately, we are instead going to die. We meant to attack all three. I'm just dead to removal spell anyway, right? Indeed. Golgari. Okay. Definitely want Kaito. I guess we want Destroyables because they have Annex. We do not want these Hex Mages, I assume. Maybe we want Crypt, although they have a lot of graveyard hate. The second one of this might be unnecessary. No More Lies is like weirdly good, I think, as well. There's a lot of cards we could have in. I'm slightly worried about Obstinate Bailer. Yeah, do we cut Nightmare? It feels so rough to like outright cut Nightmare, because it makes our bounce effect so much weaker. But also I'm really scared of Obstinate Bailoff. Maybe... Okay, is this unhinged? I could also have the lab in as another thing to bounce as well. Half-hinged. We'll take half-hinged. Loran for Annex. Nah, I always feel like Loran for Annex is like kind of a bad exchange, because they still get to draw a card and you're trading free mana for free mana. Phased Zero, thank you for subscribing with Prime. Appreciate that Prime sub, helping support me and my content. Thank you, thank you. I honestly think No More Lies could be legit, but I think all our cards are pretty good at this point. So, I guess we're just gonna try this. Registering Unholy Annex into the Sea of Small Towns. Indeed, indeed. Very optimistic. That doesn't really do much apart from attack very quickly. I guess I'm meant to keep, but like we obviously need to draw something. Oh no, the Adarkar Wastes is so awkward. I didn't realize how bad this hand's mana was. We don't get to double Hexmage on 2. That does make this way less exciting. Yeah, okay, that's a good draw though. I want to grow the Otter or the Scavenger. I'm worried the Scavenger's just gonna die if I grow it. We also literally get in for more damage. Also, if they lay a Sentinel, we can like grow it again or something. Gets out of cut down. True. True. Oh my god. Sometimes you're just really lucky. You know? Sometimes you're just the luckiest. Just like draw perfect draw step into perfect draw step. Get in for 10 damage here. Nice. Pretty resilient against Gix's command, of course. And they'd lose most of their stuff. Hey, Huzzled. Bat in 2025. Yeah. Bat's stocks have definitely dropped a bit. Oh, I wonder, is Bat in the... Bat is not in the Adele list. I should probably play Adele's list on stream at some point. It seems kind of sick to me, honestly. Seems like exceptionally good vibes as far as Golgari goes. Oh my god, you actually can't make this up. They just dead. Yeah, I think that was the one other one. Seems real sweet. Get in there, team. Yeah, they have to chump block 2 things. We get a Spiteful back. Cast it. Roll on this otter. Alright, Gix's command would be kind of a beating. Maybe I should be trying to like do Gix's command math. Make sure I don't die to it randomly. Okay. I really didn't want to have to do that, but anyway, it seems like we have won. Oh hey. I continue to draw the best possible card every single draw step for the entire game. Amazing. You love to see it. Can I just say, Spiteful Hexmage Disbelievers? I think the card proved itself that game. It was like a very good Wild Nacatl. 4 power Wild Nacatl was exactly what we needed. Thoughts on Spell Pierce entering the format? I am not the biggest fan of Spell Pierce being printed into Standard, but also, I don't know. It's not clear to me that it's gonna have like a terribly warping effect. It's probably fine. Probably gonna see some amount of play and be like a fine card. And keep Caretaker's decks in check. Keep Sunfall in check, which, you know, is like a pretty horrendous card. It was, in fact, orders of magnitude better than a Spyglassar in that game. It's true. It was not great for talent show. Yeah. It's a print into the format that's targeted specifically at me. How do I feel about just play fast land Seiko? I get to like town their free drop, get back my talent, not expose the scavenger to removal. That was pretty good. Cool. Otter down, acceptable. There are gonna be more where that one came from, let me tell you. Ah yes, Unholy Annex. Resolves. Oh boy. Obstinate Bailoff. I think we might have found 2 Unholy Annex gamers. Honestly, these Esper games really bleed together pretty intensely. So, but I think we did? God, getting to know where to run down the Bailoff is so sick, but this is also like pretty disgusting. So, that adds to this Obstinate Bailoff that we boarded out all 4 Nightmares against. Four whole mana, indeed. Indeed. Apparently the tech against Obstinate Bailoff is just boarding out all 4 Hopeless Nightmares. And then being incapable of losing. Are they dead? Can bounce the Stormchasers. Cast Nowhere to Run. That's 4 counters and a prowess trigger. They can block the largest otter. And then they would take 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or I could just Kaito minus, and that's like pretty good. Yeah, I agree. Just main phase Kaito. I kind of feel like most roads lead to Rome here, but it's very hard to imagine this being bad. And this is a lot better into Gix's command in that they die. So that's like a pretty appealing upside. Gix proofing the board. Kaito did Gix proof the board. All right. It's really depressing how much we're winning with the stack. Because, like, the vibes are kind of rancid. But also... also, apparently, it's just very powerful. The vibes on Esper are truly rancid. All the same. Okay, this is definitely a keep. Classic Demir hand. I guess I just play the Hexmage. Seems fine. I've got a Cadaver Lab to get it back if it dies, which is very unlikely to happen. We kind of want to have a critter in play for Kaito, so... Uh-oh. Alert, alert, alert. We have found an omniscience gamer. Not incredible news. Yeah, if you put it on Kaito, it falls off. It also happens if you do that on the creature land that we have. A boiler incoming. Yeah, once they have 4 mana, I guess we have to start holding open interaction. It's very awkward considering I'm nowhere close to killing them in any way, shape, or form. They are attacking. Wow. Sure. It all makes sense. Alright, I could hold open Nowhere to Run to interact with their combo, but honestly, I think if I do that, I can't really win the game, because I'm just giving them infinite time to find counterspells. I think I need to hope they just don't have it yet, and that this Kaito can take over the game. And then as of next turn, we hold open interaction every turn. This might be bad, we might die. I don't know. It is what it is. Don't kill me. Right? That's step 1. Alright, good news, we're not dying. Incredible stuff. We get plus. So now, from now on, we want to hold open 2 mana every turn so that we can know where to run the Omniscience. So, like, potentially try and stop them comboing. I could get down a free 2. It doesn't actually attack very well. I guess it's fine. Yeah, put it on Kaito and it falls off. Indeed. Very funny interaction. Kind of have a 2-turn clock here. They need to set up this combo. I guess next turn I could stun this. Even then we only put them to 1 though. Oh. Leaving themselves dead on board. Okay, you love to see it. They need a bounce spell. That doesn't cast a bounce spell, right? It does not. Okay, we won. Duke. Oh. This matchup feels a tiny bit spooky, but... So no more Lies is coming in. I assume Kaito's coming in. Although sometimes casting Kaito means we die. Do we just want like all these break the spells and destroy evils? I really have no idea how much of this stuff we want. They probably didn't realize the roll fell off. That's very possible. Tithing Blade is certainly bad. We have like a million cards that can kill the Omniscience is the thing. I have no idea which ones we want. We are not on Talent Show yet. We just keep winning, Jamura. Are they sometimes board into Oculus? I didn't realize that. Okay. That makes nowhere to run the least interesting of the interactive spells, I guess. Oh, do they play Grand Abolisher? Yeah. That card's like pretty spooky, I guess. I don't know. Which cards do y'all think we are meant to take out? I'm very lost. It does feel pretty awkward that if we tap out for Kaito, they then get to potentially just kill me. But also Kaito literally just won us that game single-handedly, so... Nightmare? I mean, Nightmare enables them, kind of. It also pressures them. But I definitely want to have it in my deck, I think. Maybe I do just take out the Destroy Evils. I still have some answers to Oculus, if they do that. I don't know, I have to sideboard quickly. I've not really played against this Omniscience deck very much. Curious to see how spooky it is. How is Standard nowadays? I think it's pretty fun. The metagame has definitely homogenized a tiny bit. But there's still like developments happening. Games are like generally reasonably good, as long as you're not playing the Gruul or Esper mirrors. Yeah, the problem is like if we have too much instant speed interaction, then we're not developing pressure consistently enough. There's definitely like a bit of push and pull there. Yeah, the Jeskai Oculus. I'm like kind of grumpy about that deck because I almost brewed that on stream. I just didn't get around to it. Like something like 2 months ago, I wanted to make a FOMO plus Oculus deck. I just never got around to it. Gruul versus Esper is like really interesting, yeah. But the Gruul mirror is like kind of heinous and the Esper mirror is kind of heinous, so upsides and downsides, I guess. So I want to cycle this. I have 3 pieces of interaction. It feels very hard for me to actually die. But if I cycle this and they bounce my creature, I just lose a spell. I guess I don't. Fine. Alright, this makes my Scavenger a free. Very nice. Means we can attack both into this Archaeologist pretty easily. Somehow drew both our counter spells against the combo deck. Very easy, apparently. All right. Get in with my wild Nakattles. Oh. Frick. I kind of missed that. Oh no. This is a disaster. They have the Omniscience in the yard. They don't. Oh, they do have the Omniscience in the yard too. This is not great. Anyway, I guess I'm advancing these. Oh no, yeah, I guess these. That's a very good Blossom. We have to hold open break the spell to not randomly die. We might still die if they have a counterspell, but gives us the best possible chance of surviving here. Alright. No counterspell? Thank goodness. Okay. Still playing Magic here. Yeah, I've not really seen a Blast Zone in a while. Either. Alright, so I want to do this plus Hexmage, and then the Stormchasers will mean that these are both free power next turn to attack into the Archaeologist. And we just need to keep this No Moralize open for Abuelos. Yeah. Okay, I'll counter your stupid temporary lockdown. I think we're still doing fine, but... No! Why? Oh my god, these blast zones are so brutal. Can't believe I am losing to blast zone this horrendously. It's actually horrifying. Otter is unblastable. Indeed. Singular piece of good news. So, if I go to buy a spell back and they have a combo piece in hand, we probably die. But the thing is, they get to blast zone on basically our entire board next turn. And we have to kill them. So I think I'm meant to Stormchasers, even though it means I'm shields down. I think I like have to Stormchasers, even though it puts me shields down because of this blast zone. Obviously, I can get comboed and die, but I think this is kind of necessary. Otherwise, we just lose to them just cracking blast zone and us having no resources and no threats. Lose-lose. It's kind of lose-lose, but I think of the two losing lines, this is the better one. The Otter will carry. We can but hope. Wow, Charter Course incoming. Okay. That means they're going for the combo line instead of the blast zone line. If I'm gonna lose, I'd rather do it with more cards in hand. Exactly. Alright. Hopefully they only have to draw 2 and they brick horrendously. Bad news, everyone. Temporary lockdown means I do want all my destroy evils in, right? I'm probably like not many go for the throats. Yeah, Season of Weaving. Cool. This is a kill. They built their list like even vaguely competently. They can just make like 30 2/2s and bounce everything. We're gonna have a lot of destroy evils. Yeah, for Grand Abolisher. It's true. I just don't know what I cut in that case is the problem. All our spells seem pretty good at the moment. Maybe Blasto means Spiteful Hexmage hits the chopping block. Like, obviously this card is really good for additional pressure, and has been in these games. But against, like, at least 2 copies of Blasto, maybe even more, and temporary lockdowns, I kind of want to trim on the Hexmages. Maybe just 2 Destroy Evil, yeah, sounds fine. Okay, let's try this. Game 3, on the play, we're gonna get a turn free Kaito, and it's gonna be very easy. This is a mulligan, classic Esper. Okay, this one is certainly a keep, also classic Esper. Alright, chat, I need y'all to channel your energies into us drawing a 3rd land next turn. We draw the 3rd land, we cannot possibly ever lose. And if we don't, we probably cannot possibly ever win. So, oh, this is the Grand Abolisher. Ding, 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 we have a winner. Playing some number of Kaitos. Maybe on the draw. I was considering on the draw, because you can't, if you tap out for Kaito and free, you die on the draw. But on the play, Kaito just seems kind of messed up to me. Rin's energy for the win. Rin, thank you. Thank you for gifting me this W. I appreciate you. Alright, they blocked the correct creature. Goodbye, Otter. You'll be missed. I really just want to find interaction, right? Like, maximizing my clock here is nice, but finding interactions the dream. I kind of want to get rid of both. Okay, land is fine. Okay, Omniscience is officially in the yard, and Abuelos is officially in hand. They take a counter spell though, so they might already have an Abuelos in hand, which is terrifying. Of course. So this is kind of weird, because if I just attack them in 0, I can, like, double up on interaction, so I can actually beat this counterspell. But if I play Hopeless Nightmare first, I have a 2-turn clock. I can still double up on interaction this way, it's just more limited. I'd have to find, like, break the spell. I don't know, I have to get them dead, right? I can't give them, like, multiple turns in a row. So now I get to 0. Get rid of both of these cards. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. I should have played this Rest in Peace pre-combat. Probably chop blocking anyway. Alright, good luck, opponent. You got a Rest in Peace to beat. Singleton Rest in Peace gets there. Gruul. I think Gruul leads to, like, really fun games when you're playing it. I guess it also leads to some games where you just cast Monstrous Rage and don't think. And those games are a lot less interesting. But you know. Well, that's certainly a good opener. Pixie off the top was pretty beautiful. Opponent is not looking very alive. how many matches I played in such a short period of time. Yeah, this deck rattles through matches. Okay. Oh, Pixie, 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 Pixie. What a deck. Never mind, indeed. Indeed. Apparently, you're meant to bring in no more lies in this matchup, according to Nicole's Sideboard Guide. On the one hand, I'm a little suspicious of that, but I guess on the other hand, I don't know what other card I would possibly want in my deck, so maybe that's just like really heads up from her. I guess like countering Manifold Mouse in the late game is pretty nice too. Opponent's mulligan. I don't know that I'm allowed to keep this. 2 terminates, 5 lands. It seems pretty bad. Okay, well, we're going to 5. Being this unplayable hand. Is there ever a world in which I put my Anchorage and hope to draw black land? Oh, Octahedron with a tier 2 and 64 months. Thank you so much there, Octahedron. And yeah, I'm doing great. I'm doing very well. Life has been pretty good lately. What? Not what I expected. How do we feel about cost nothing? Comes the druid. Oh, poor patch. Okay. Cool. Let him cook. Cooking in the cauldron. I'm worried I'm just gonna die to this ridgeline. I guess we will see. Uh-oh. Opponent's mousing over the ridgeline. Just cast some mice, opponent. Please. Oh my god. This is so cool. Alright. Did they side into cookies? Apparently. Eat that food. I kind of feel like I should probably start casting permanents now. Just because, like, ridgeline and stuff. Oh my god. What is happening? Okay. Sure. It's a spicy meatball, I agree. Our second lockdown? I can always bounce the one they don't blow up with Fear of Isolation later. Yeah, they get all this stuff back, but then we just lock down it. Oh my god. Never mind, we get destroyed. Oh, this is so smart. Yeah, we're just gonna get ruined by the opponent, apparently. Okay. Interesting. Sick plays. That was a genuinely really sick play. I did not see it coming at all. Very impressive. Hey Flair, good to see you. Is this the best deck in Standard? Excellent question. The question people have been wondering for centuries. One day we will find out the answer. Oh my gosh, it's good to see you, Flo. Thank you for the 4 months of Big Pogs. Thank you, thank you. Bro, that otter. They're only on 24 life, it's fine. Everything's fine. I see. Know me for over 4 months. Indeed, indeed. Oh no, they were smart. Okay, well I can't. I guess I can just do this when they block, is the thing. It's like fine, right? Everything's fine. So I get to go Fear of Isolation, bounce the Stormchasers. Fear comes down, triggers the Scavenger. Scavenger puts a counter on the flyer. Attack the team. Oh, right. Maybe I should have played around this. Well, this is still fine. Oh my gosh, yeah, the blocks are amazing for us, right? So now we prowess and put a counter on this. And we shrink this. And they just lose everything. Hell yeah. Those temporary lockdowns are very weirdly awkward against my opponent's deck. Anyway. The wins continue. For Esper. I guess we're just gonna keep going until we lose another match.